Yeah, I think we've gotten a little bit better each game actually, and today was probably the most comfortable we felt on the ice, and our shot making showed with it. We were matching up the throws to the speed of the ice a little better, and the result showed.
Yeah, we like the first couple of games, we felt like we were actually playing not too bad. We were, just sort of the wrong side of the roll, half inch here or there. Could have easily went the other way. So definitely this game, it was a good flow for us, and it was good to just build up that confidence, make a lot of shots. Yeah, the benefits or the bonus was, wasn't we're going on to our third season now. So we were very comfortable that way. We were very fortunate, Steve had ice in Saskatoon, and the three of us had ice also in Vernon and Kelowna. So we were, the three of us were able to practice regularly. And so, we're fortunate to also have Dave Merklinger doing the ice in Vernon. So, and then, we had our Zoom calls and weekly meetings and touch and base. So that's basically how the process that we went through preparing for this.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically I offered it a little bit of load management for Jim. Like he's gets a little sore from the sweeping and stuff, so give a chance to switch it up. Both of us are comfortable doing either, like whether it's me calling and or him calling. Like I've swept, we did it the first year together that way, so we pretty comfortable in any lineup like that. So yeah, who knows going forward, we'll just whatever we're feeling good about.
Yeah, exactly. When we built this team, we had those discussions, always felt comfortable. I did start skipping, but I always mentioned that to Steve, it's obviously great in the house. So we always had that as an option. We've kind of gone back and forth a little bit, and load management and just, sort of change it up is, no big deal. It wasn't really had anything to do with how we were playing or anything like that.
And Jim, you're a veteran. You guys all have over 100 games, but a veteran move today with Tyler coming in and Tyler nearly using the wrong broom, which could have been an issue for the team. Can you talk a little bit about that situation?
No. You guys saw that? No, it's totally awesome having Tyler here. I've known him for a very long time, his family, and, watched him growing up through juniors. He was coming out to our, the Rick Hutter Memorial event, and just with me coaching, always seeing him around. And so it's, obviously now he's into men's, and so it's, super awesome for us to bring him along. And it's just a really good experience. Oh, absolutely. I've probably said that since he was probably 14, 15. We actually have a super cool photo of when we were playing in the West Coast Classic with Tyler and his brother. And, Steve and we went down there to help with the juniors. And Steve, we weren't obviously on the same team. I don't even know what year that was.
8 years before we played together. So
yeah, so it was pretty ironic how we're all here together today. So yeah, I've thought that with, Tyler, for a very long time. He's got my number. He can call me anytime. Like I told him, I don't view him as competition. I view him as, the future of BC, and maybe not even the future, the now of BC sort of thing, So it's great to have him here.
Yeah, I was just going to say, it was interesting. Just you look back and different teams, different times in playoffs, different times in a tiebreaker for it to have worked out to be the exact same game over 7 years of not playing together and having those different tracks to the same road. It was pretty unique. So yeah, it was pretty cool.
Anything to add?
No, Steve nailed it. We've been traveling all over the country, versus Steve over the years, and various Briers, and always been really good friends. And so it was a pretty cool. Exactly what Steve said. It was very ironic that the three of us matched up exact same games, and we managed to play together in the 100th game.
It's pretty early. Let's not get too excited. This is a long, difficult round robin, but it's definitely been a good start for us, and we're just getting more and more comfortable in the conditions, and the ice is fantastic. Basically, draw weight hasn't changed all of the first 3-4 days, so it's a good start, but it's a long week. It's definitely a great start for us. Two teams that are ranked a little bit higher than us, and for us to get both those wins is a great way for us to start. And we just got to keep learning and improving and But yeah, having those two wins on the board and then the Yukon win as well, really it's a great start.
Yeah, I think we chat, like obviously we chatted the whole time she was there, and it was just more what do we need to pack, what do we need to bring, just making sure that we're prepared, and just kind of how was the process, and Curling Canada's done a really good job of streamlining it. Like it's very easy, and the amount of work that's gone into it is incredible. So she kind of gave me the heads up, and then I was able to organize the boys a little bit, and yeah, it's been seamless so far.
Well, we got ourselves into some scoreboard trouble. I didn't have very good ones in 7 or 3, so we were chasing the game a bit, and we kind of knew we were gonna have to put it on the line. We had a good meeting before the end, and like, okay, we're just going for this now. We kind of have to, and everybody made all their shots perfectly. Matt made the long runner. Got like as soon as you make the one runner at second, all of a sudden they're on their heels a bit. Casey made 2 beautiful draws, and it looked like I was gonna have to play the runner either way for us to score. So we kind of said, well, why don't we try in the first one? There's more upside that way. We're gonna have to make it anyway, and if we miss it, we're probably done either way. So yeah, we just threw it good. Great line call. Casey nailed it, and
The crowd went wild.
the cardboard. You wouldn't believe the cardboard. I don't know. We love curling. We're capable of curling well. We're capable of beating all the teams out here. We're working on improving and building towards, the Olympic trials process and all of that. And, I play with great teammates. So hopefully if I can pull my weight, we'll win a lot of games.
I mean, it's hard to put into words how valuable it is to have a guy like Jay on your team, right? Everything is so planned out, and when he's hitting well, it's very hard to stop us. Like at the start of that end, I missed bad, Matt missed bad, Adam made a triple, and Jay made a crosshouse double, and we blank it and go to the next one. That doesn't happen very much unless you got to skip like Jay. It's a lot of fun to be a part of. Like he just works so hard, and when it's coming together, it's so much fun.
On what was it like playing against Wayne Madaw?
We probably have 2 little different answers. We got to play with him at the Players Championship, and for me, he was definitely one of my idols growing up. I loved watching him and Dad fight it out. So it's always fun playing him, and it's good to get another W on him.
Yeah, and I would echo what Kark said. I thought it was really neat. A guy, when I was just getting into curling, he was winning Briers, and it's pretty neat to have come to a place where now we're both playing against each other in a Brier. He also threw some curveballs at us, I'd say, in that game. He played some shots that not a lot of other guys would have called, and that was pretty unique too. Well, it's early in the week, but these wins count as much as the ones on Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So yeah, definitely need to win them while you can. We played a really good game there, and it was nice to cap it off and pull out the W.
Yeah, after the first one, I think we started finding that comfort zone, and yeah, Skipper must have shot 100 today. I think they had him at 99, but I had him at 100. So yeah, hopefully we can keep that up and late into the week and see what happens.
Oh, for sure. I mean, this is usually the event we're trying to peak at. So we're playing our whole season to try and play our absolute best while we're here. And you have a lot of confidence when you're sitting in the hack, and you know before you've even thrown that you're either going to make it or you're going to be real close. And if you do that all the time, you've got a lot of confidence, and that kind of snowballs. When you don't play a lot or you have a big break off, kind of like we had, every shot's a little bit of a new adventure. So there are some great ones, some that you sit in the hack know you're going to make. Some you sit in the hack think you're going to make, and then you're just not close. And I think you're seeing that a lot amongst all the teams this week. I think you saw it at the Scotties a little bit, but there's definitely something to be said for how few games we've played this year. Yeah, I feel like the team's all pulling in the same direction regardless. We had a couple not great shots. We had one not great result already this week. We're just a good team on and off the ice. We've got each other's backs, and all 4 of us are trying I know we're all trying as hard as we possibly can, so it's hard to get too disappointed with guys when the result just isn't there sometimes. So I think we've now played a few games here. Like Kark said, we're feeling comfortable. We're hopefully getting in a groove, and if we keep doing that, I hope we can even play a little bit better here in the next few days.
Thanks.
Well, I think with a rod in his leg, we were going to try to make him throw a few hits. So that was definitely one of the game plans for sure.
Yeah, and I would just say from my perspective, I don't spend a lot of time focusing on who it is we're playing. I really think we have a winning formula, and if we just play our way as well as we possibly can, we win a lot of curling games. And today I think was a perfect example of that. They threw some unique stuff at us. They played pretty well as well, but we just executed at a level that was hard to keep up with, and we got to keep doing that throughout the week.
Yeah, obviously, when you look at the draw to start off with, our first 4 games were against some solid competition, and probably those ones that are perennial championship pool players, so our teams. So obviously, coming out of that first 4 games with a 3-1 record, and even the one we dropped, we had some chances against Botcher in the extra end too. So I find myself thinking about those shots right now at the same time. I just think we're staying aggressive. I think we've talked about it before the event started, that we might be a little bit more prepared than some of the teams here, given the fact that we've had access to ice and a few games more than some of these guys. So I know we had our opening game against McEwen, and we had a pretty good team meeting where we thought that coming out aggressive and making him throw some pressure shots, which he hasn't seen in about 6-8 months, would be a good plan. And it seemed to come to fruition that game. So we're just kind of sticking with that plan if it's working. Yeah. You want to take that one?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, we talk a lot about just not playing to the team that we're playing against, and just as everybody does. And but we talk a lot about that, just going out and playing one shot at a time. And I know it's cliche, but when you talk about it a lot and you actually do it. So that's kind of the main thing for us. Just keep doing that same thing over and over again, and trying to get the same results.
Oh, it feels great. Obviously, it seems like I said, touching on expanding on what I said earlier, we've had access to ice a little bit more than some of these guys. And for the last 2 months, we were able to prepare simply just for the Brier and the conditions that are out there that we don't necessarily have at home, let's say. So we were able to prepare some ice surfaces and that sort of thing, and shift our focus to not just winning a provincial championship and getting to the Brier. We were able to prepare for the Brier, and I think that that helps. In the past, this is no surprise. We've always been able to beat an odd team, top team or two, but our Achilles heel has always been that consistency factor, where we come out against a team that's lower in the standings and come out a little bit flat, and it kind of negates those big wins that we've had. Yeah, I think that has a lot to do with it. Actually, we were pretty loose for the most part, and we were able to welcome a new player on our team who's added a lot of skill and experience to our team. And I think that's kind of been a healthy distraction too, getting to know him, and we're sharing stories, having a good old time, having a drink at the end of the night, and kind of decompressing and kind of debriefing our day and what we can do better to improve and that sort of thing. And I think just having that new player has helped us focus those conversations a little bit too. And it helps everybody in the lineup, not only him.
And winning is fun.
Yeah, there you go.